value, if any, to starters playing at all tomorrow? Philosophically.
There is value. Depends on the situation, really, and I think it depends on the team and all kinds of stuff. I think I said the other day that the new rules change things and gives you opportunity to look at it a little bit differently. And I don't know how others are going to look at it. Again, it's our first chance to do this, but we got a thought in mind. You guys will see how it works out. He can. Yeah, Thomas can go.
Does Preseason could go as well?
He can go also.
How's Frank Clark's
The results of that came out really positive. Yeah, he's got a sore wrist, and he's got a legitimate sprained wrist. He's got some old stuff that kind of caused the soreness, but he'll be fine. It's we won't play him this week, but he could play this week, but we're going to keep him out, and he'll be ready to go next week.
Where do things stand at right guard? Lewinsky and Belushi?
Mark is going to start at right guard in this game, and he's had a terrific camp. O'Dea's had an excellent camp for us, and really the whole entrance to our program, he's done a fantastic job. But you'll see him play on the left side.
How possible is it you might have 6 starters to start the season on the line? Are you really could interchange those guys, or do you want one guy?
I'm really fired up about the flexibility. Ethan Postic gives us really a good deal of flexibility in that he can play guard and he can play tackle and he can play center. That's a big deal, and he can play on both sides for us. So that's for a pup to be able to do that's really a big deal. But also Matt Tobin has come in here and shown us that he can do that as well. Not center, he play guard and tackle, and that's just a real positive for us as we figure this thing out and put the roster together.
Tobin on both sides?
He can play on both sides. He has started on both sides.
Did George Fane have a surgery?
Yes, he did. Yeah, and the reports were good. It was a serious injury, but the doc felt really good about coming out of it. That things went well. It's going to be a normal, long recovery. But George's attitude is really right. George has made the statement he's going to do this exactly like he approached this off season and trying to figure out how he could get at his best. He knows he had a highly successful off season, and he's going to go about it with the same mentality and attitude. And knowing that he's going to do that, he'll get back. Yeah, he's been really something. I've been really impressed with this guy, not just about the physical stuff, because he's really fast. He's really a talented athlete, got great size and all of that. But his mentality has been really even. And he's shown up every day to practice. He's battled and competed every day. He's shown the resilience that you need, to play that position. And he had I think it was game 2, it might have been Minnesota, when he really got checked out and came after him. He stayed really even-keeled and finished the game doing a good job, playing really good technique. He didn't get scattered in, like some young guys might do. So he's shown us really positive stuff, and I think we're very fortunate. We got a very legitimate guy to play out there.
Which wrist was it for Frank?
Right wrist.
What have you been able to see from DJ as he's got back to
He's going to play. I'm real anxious to get him out there. I was really fired up about when we had the chance to acquire him because of the magnitude that he brings on special teams first. He'll play some linebacker as well, but I'm anxious to just get him out there on the field with our guys. This is the first chance he's had. I had a good week, and we'll play him like it's first game, for him. But I'm really anxious to see him.
What do things stand between Thomas and
Eddie? They're great.
As far as who was in line to sort of be the
primary guy? They're just still playing, battling, and just as they have been the whole time. I think when Thomas gets back on the field officially and he's playing, it's a great situation for us. We're really excited about the different dimensions, the different styles that the guys bring. Everybody's got good attitude. Everybody's got a way about them that makes them different, and I've always coveted that, and so. They certainly, they couldn't be different, much more different in stature than they are, but I think they're really terrific football players for us.
How critical is this game going to be for your decisions at receiver?
It's critical in many spots, certainly. It's really important. We're going to play guys, hoping to give guys opportunities to do stuff so that they can have a chance to show. It's really, that's what we're dedicated to as a staff, is to get guys in the right position so that they can show their stuff, and we get this final evaluation opportunity. And so certainly it's going to make a difference there.
Jeremy Lane missed some time early in camp, but has come back. What have you seen since?
I don't remember how much we've talked about Jeremy's kind of just growth over this offseason, but he has really applied himself. He's had a fantastic offseason. The time that he missed, he was chomping at the bit to get back in there, and when he did, he jumped right back out. He's fine. He's in great shape. He had a fantastic offseason, and it just seems like he's grown. He's just grown with the opportunity of it coming his way. I mean, all phases of our program, across the board, everybody recognizes it, and he does too. And he'll tell you that he feels differently than he did before. He's just grown. It's just a maturity thing, and so we're excited for him. And I think he's going to do a great job. He can play nickel and play outside, and we can move him all around. So we have a lot of versatility with him.
How has Tremaine picked things up in the week or so that he's been here?
He's done well. I mean, he's an experienced vet. He knows how to do stuff, and he has been able to incorporate things that he's learned in the past. But it has been somewhat of a race. He's a good football player. He can play tomorrow.
Is there any of the 5 guys who went away for the week? You said they would join you in Oakland. Is that sort of plan?
Yes, they will leave the circle and return to us.
What would you like to see? Actually, well, JD, what you see running back and receiver?
JD's doing everything. Yeah.
This is a little off topic. Do you know Ed Cunningham at all?
Remind me who that is.
Former Husky center.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. Sure.
Okay. I don't know if you saw it today. He said he's going to stop broadcasting football. He's stopping with ESPN because he doesn't want to be a cheerleader for a sport that causes brain damage. Do you feel like this is something that is threatening football at all? Not just one guy. But
I think it's the game has been challenged historically, and there's been good reasons historically, and I think now we're being challenged again, and I think that everybody is working to see how they can make the game as safe as possible and make sure that we understand what is going on. I think people obviously have their rights to their opinions, how they see it, and I think it is a good time to really be clear about where we're going and how we're doing things and how we're teaching and coaching and expectations of people playing and when they play and all of that. We're learning. We need more information because there's a long time has passed when we haven't really dug into that research and really try to get to the crux of the matters, and so we're doing it now. The sooner the better, and I hope we can come to really good conclusions that make a lot of sense for guys and kids that are playing the game and keep the game alive because it's been such a great part of our culture and all.
does that ever creep into your mind a little bit? Like as you're watching the game, you see some of these hits, like.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how we've responded more than we've changed everything we've done over the years about tackling, and the way we practice. We've done a tremendous amount to adjust practice in a way that will help our guys, and so I think I'm listening to the research and trying to respond and make an effort to push to be ready to change if that's what's necessary. We're trying to stay at the cutting edge of all of that understanding, and I don't know that we have the we have all the info, but it's crucial that we continue to really dig in and be open about it and not put our head in the sand on this thing and learn as we go.
You went back 20-some years in fatherhood. Would you still be okay with
20 years in fatherhood. Let me see, how old my guys be? Where I'm now, I'm looking at the game and trying to understand it better at the younger ages. I was a Pop Warner kid when I'm 10 years old, and grew up. My kids all played early too, and were involved and had great experiences and all of that. And everybody that I know had great experiences pretty much, but that doesn't mean that there aren't concerns. And so I think, I can't speak for the league. I don't know. I just know in our world we're trying to exhibit in every way for the right reasons what the concerns should be and take care of our guys and all that. So you asked me if my kids would play, probably they would, yeah. I don't think I'd be able to keep them from it. They'd be all over it and all that. It's a great game, and there's a tremendous pull to it, and it's such a unique team game that it's an extraordinary experience. So it's hard to get kids away from it. But we need to do the right thing, and we need to continue to learn and make sure we understand the ages and the vulnerabilities and stuff like that better than we do now.
But back to your team, does Lockett's recovery change his role on special teams?
Not yet. No, not yet. If Locke's ready to go, he'll be involved in special teams. We'll see next week where we are. If he's back, he's back. And we think he's going to be.
Generally speaking, what is cut down day like for you and John and the people making those decisions?
It's the culmination of a long process. I mean, it's a long process. It's not just like, okay, today, okay, what are we going to do? We've been working at this stuff throughout the entire offseason, how to put the roster together and how to fit it right. And complement the positions and complement the side of the ball and all that stuff. So it's a lot that goes into it. And so every decision is taken with extreme care. And so it's the culmination of that process, kind of getting to that day when you finally make the decisions. And then let the games begin again. You start all over again. Now there's a whole wire list of guys, and we always compete at every single turn to the nth degree. And if we can't, we're trying to always find a way to do it better. So that immediately, now you're into that. We're already into that mode. You're already into anticipating of who else is going to be released and all that kind of stuff. And John does a marvelous job, and his guys are all over it, and they're all just hard at it right now. It's not like wait and see, okay, what are we going to do? It's a very complex process.
Going back to the question about Rawls and Lacey, you've had teams where you have a pretty defined lead back, you've had teams where it's more spread out. Philosophically, do you have a preference, or just sort of how you're on?
I do like having different dimension guys. I've liked that. I mean, I go back to the SC days. I think that was really as obvious as you can make it. When you had really different style guys, you could play in different modes at times, and sometimes one mode would be more effective than the other. So the versatility, I think, is, I'm very comfortable with that, and I think we can, we'll be able to execute that really well. We have a really diverse group, and you start with those two guys, but then CJ brings some stuff, and Chris has really been exciting to see too, and McKissick lit us up in the last couple of days with all the versatility he brought to the question about where he's playing and all. So I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm really comfortable with it. I got no problem with it. And also I'm comfortable with the guy taking over. The guy takes over and it's obvious, but I got no problem with that either. So we're pretty, I guess that's been pretty wide open.
Anything else? Thank you.